today's post-match reaction, day 4 of Afcon 2023. Let's talk about the games. What a competition! What a competition! What a set of games we've had today. What a set of games we had today. Honestly, well, before moving to that, let's start with the predictions for the games tomorrow. I've got Morocco 2, Tanzania 1. That's tomorrow. That's the second game of the day. The second. The first game of the day is Equatorial Guinea versus Guinea-Bissau. And I've got Equatorial Guinea to win by 2 goals to 1. I've got DR Congo and Zambia as the last game of the day. And I've got that as a draw 2-2. This is a local derby and it's going to be hot, hot, hot. So that's it for the score prediction, the games tomorrow. Let's come back to the business of today's result. What actually happened today. Afcon 2023 is an absolute kind of a special show. We had a historical victory of Namibia against Tunisia today. That is the one thing everybody wants to talk about. Burkina Faso beat Mauritania, which was more or less expected, right? And we got Mali defeating South Africa 2-2 goals to 0. That was also expected. Yes, we could expect that because we know South Africa has a history of deception, of deceiving, African fans and their own fans. So they are used to that. Now, what can we say here? So what I've got, where do we start? We have to start with the Tunisia-Namibia game. That was a hell of a game. A hell of a game. Yes. This game, the possession was all in the Tunisia camp. So Tunisia had 61%, Namibia 39%. However, Namibia had more shots on target than Tunisia. So Tunisia, although they had the ball, they didn't quite know what to do with the ball. They kept the ball, they kept passing. They had almost double the amount of passes that Namibia had, and they had a better pass accuracy. However, they were not very successful in front of goals. So they're lacking a good a good striker or good strikers. So whatever they're doing there, that's something they need to address for the next game. They need to fix this because if Tunisia can't beat Namibia and end up losing a game by 1-0, damn, who are they going to beat in that competition? I understand they're upset and I understand the contradiction that sometimes I say there's not more small teams in AFCON, and then I'll come the next day and say, oh, this must beat that, or that this country must, win. No, there's not such a thing. We can say whatever we want to say, but at the end of the day, football has got to be played on the field, on the pitch, and that's where it's ultimately won. So here we had a historical upset today, just like Ghana lost the other day, just like Egypt got held to a draw, and it's just like, you know, Cameroon got also held to a draw versus Guinea. So this is interesting for the competition in Ivory Coast. We're loving these games. I mean, like the level of football has not dropped, uh, except maybe the Mali South Africa game. There is a less engagement, but there were action. And the game overall, the games of pretty good quality and pretty competitive games as well. So we've got here Mali beating South Africa by 2 goals to nil. If there's something you have to remember or you have to learn about the South African team, is that I think the commentator said that they haven't scored a goal in any competition for 9 years. How? Competition for 9 years. They haven't scored a goal. I mean, what kind of record is that? Is it 9 or 13 years? I don't know. I don't know whether I heard it properly, but you have to go and check. Is it 9 or 13 years? But this South Africa were only good once. That was in the 1990s when they organized this competition and they organized the World Cup. They were, well, no, the World Cup was 2010 actually. But apart from that, they have been rubbish, rubbish. Remember the Benny McCarthy and you know Benny McCarthy, very prolific striker. But there is no kind of they haven't passed that knowledge and that uh, brilliance, that excellence to the next generation. And these guys just went out with their greatness. So you left South Africa, you know, as an orphan team, a team that does not know how to score a goal. They will pass the ball, but they will not score a goal. The possession was almost equal, and it was South African. South Africa had 55%, and Mali only had 45%. South Africa passed the ball more. They, yeah, they had more pass accuracy and everything. So, what is the problem with South Africa? They need a manager that is actually a striker. I think they should try that. Um, that's the only way forward for that team. Honestly, it's there was a time when a lot of South Africans were playing. Like there was one there playing for Manchester United. I forgot his name now. You know, Quinte Fortune. He's playing for Man United. Brilliant player. Um, there was another one that was playing for another team there. He had like dreadlocks. I forgot his name. But there's plenty of players like that. Now, how do you um, get those results? Because most of these players in South Africa, they're local players. They need to change something. They perhaps need to take from the diaspora. Recruit the players from the diaspora. That's the solution I'm telling you, South Africa. Recruit players from the diaspora. Start recruiting players from the diaspora and then complement them with local players. That's what all the other African teams are doing. And if you want to do it with your own, you know, homemade players, well, if that's what you've been doing, it's not working. You got to change that. And then we got this game here, Burkina Faso against Mauritania's Mauritania. Burkina Faso won. That was expected because Burkina Faso is a strong side in Africa. When you talk about African football, you got to count them in. They're just like Mali. They're just at the same level as Mali or Guinea you know, not far, not too far from, the Senegal kind of level. I know someone will say that the Senegal level is elite or is well, well, well above. No, I'll put them almost there in the same category and stuff. Most of these players they play either in France, Belgium, Switzerland. You know that that's the same narrative for the Malian players, for the Niger players, for the Guinea players too. So they all play in France, Belgium, or Switzerland, and sometime Luxembourg, or maybe Germany. Germany, Burkina Faso, very few. Some of them play in England, but not too many. So these this team Burkina Faso is a very strong side. It's a strong side with experience, and they can give trouble to any team there in the World Cup. Yes, Burkina Faso can give trouble to any team there in the African Cup of Nations, not the World Cup, African Cup of Nations. I think they actually went to the World Cup once, at least. I think so. But what can we expect from Burkina Faso in this competition? I think they can go up to the quarter final or something like that. Yes. As for Tunisia, Tunisia could be out of this group before they know it. Yeah, Tunisia could be out of this group before they know it because they got Burkina Faso, they got Mauritius. Burkina Faso will beat Tunisia for sure. Now, I don't know. Namibia and Mauritania. Honestly, interesting competition overall. Very interesting competition there in Ivory Coast. I don't know what you guys think about it. You let me know. But as for the match predictions for the tomorrow's games, I gave you some, and I'll come back to them again. You let me know what you're thinking, what you uh, what are your predictions? Let's see. What are your predictions? Afcon match results. See more. Yeah, so I've got Equatorial Guinea. My prediction is that Equatorial Guinea will beat Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau. Equatorial Guinea 2, Guinea-Bissau 1. Um, for real? This can't be right. Let me see. Oh yeah. So let's get it. Yeah, Equatorial Guinea and Guinea-Bissau. I've got that prediction. And I've got DR Congo, Zambia as a draw 2-2. And I've got Morocco against Tanzania. Morocco to win 2 goals to nil. Let's see if that's going to happen. Guys, give us your predictions tomorrow. Uh, give us your prediction tomorrow for the games tomorrow and let us know in the comment section below why you believe my predictions are wrong. So let's see you in a comment section. The debate continues. That's Mr. D in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumb up and also give us your predictions. Match reaction day 4 is over, except the problem that we're still having ticket issues, access to the games, access to the stadium. This Afcon is supposed to be a celebration of African football. And how can people celebrate without being there? They're saying this is happening with us, but actually, what we see is that the African Cup of Nations is happening without us, so without the people. And how can that be a legacy for this wonderful competition? Everything else was done properly. Excellent job, excellence infrastructure, excellent quality of footballers, etc. Now we have an empty stadium. Why? Somebody is got to do something, and somebody's got to do something quick because we're going to start the second games, the group stage. For the group stage, second games in the group stage, and we've got to have this problem resolved. Players would love to play their football with a house full of fans, with a stadium full of fans. Spectators at home will want to watch a match where there is a good atmosphere in the stadium, not with empty stadiums. So, and sponsors would love to see the fans in the stadium. That's what sell the actual you know competition. So why? And investors, people who have businesses there, they want to see the fans in. So whoever is doing this job is got to be sacked, and somebody else has to take over. Uh, we want to see a competition where people have long-lasting memories. Children can go and watch the football and be inspired by this football, be inspired by what they see, and that's the legacy, the true legacy of the African Cup of Nation or any other competition. So please resolve this issue before it's too late for the Ivory Coast uh, officials and government. You've got to do it before it's too late. So that's it for me today. Please let us know what you think in the comment section below. Um, Thank you for watching and thank you for being part of the conversation. African Cup of Nation has shown us a lot of surprise, and we are still expecting some surprises tomorrow, which is another day. So let us know in the comment section below what your match predictions are and why you think mine are wrong. So the debate continues. See you tomorrow. Have a blessed day, guys. Thank you for watching and sharing and commenting. Please follow for more.